Yo, what's going down, people of YouTube? You've got your boy SingleTap here. We're doing the mission Smash and Grab, Part 4 of my Starcraft Brutal Difficulty walkthrough, HD with commentary. Beautiful. That's a lot of words, but you know, I got them all. This is a pretty easy mission compared to the later missions, but it's definitely the first one that's gonna pose a threat to you. It's definitely the first one that you could lose to a couple times. Ridner's gonna interrupt me off and on here, so let's let him interrupt me before I start teaching. Big Bada Boom Hardware. Alright, so we got our Marauders. So the reason we did this mission over the Firebat mission first, the reason I chose this as my fourth mission, is because Marauders are a lot more useful than Firebats, especially if you upgrade them. They have a longer range. They have about, you know, the same damage, and their upgrades are more useful. They can slow down enemies, which if you manage your units right, you can slow down enemies and make it so they can't do like any damage to you, and that's basically the biggest reason you want to get the Marauders, is for that slowdown. And plus they serve as decent tanks. They can take a lot of damage with a medic behind them, which, you know, that's another good reason, because you can keep them in the front of your army, and they won't, you know, lose units as easily as you would if you just kept a ton of Hellions or something in the front of your army. So something you want to do a big part of this mission is building a wall. As you can see, I already have a supply depot there, but I'm going to keep building supply depots over there. Basically building a wall like you would in multiplayer. You want to get as many supply depots as you can over here without, you know, totally crowding it. And as you see, I'm building an engineer bay and I'm going to use it for both the reasons you would use it. I want to make some turrets over there because you're going to deal with some mutalisks, and I also want to get the upgrades you can get from it, because it'll really help you later on in the mission, especially when you have two squads. Well, I will have two squads looking around for, you know, different artifacts, because there's 4 artifacts on this mission, not including the main artifact, which actually might be including the main artifact. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to be building 2 squads. One squad that will be going for the primary objective, which of course will have more units in the squad. It'll have more abundant amount. I just want to say abundant. And the other squad will be going around the map looking for artifacts. And it's going to keep nagging me for supply depots. I tend to forget about supply depots when I'm not on my game, like on multiplayer. I'm always thinking about supply depots, because you just got to, especially in Diamond League, or Platinum League, or Gold League. In those leagues, if you forget about supply depots, you're done. And Silver and Bronze is, you know, it's not that big of a deal. That's pretty much what separates the Silver players from the Gold players. Basically remembering to get things like supply depots or overlords, and getting your 3 necessities. But I talk about that in my other video, not this video. So you want to continue to turtle until, you know, you feel like you have a big enough army that you can start taking them on. I like to chomp away at their base with the army that I have, but not to get too far in. As you see here, I'm starting to get my army outside the base so I can start chomping at them. Make sure you manage your units so you get them all in the battle. That'll help you out. You don't want your Marines or Marauders, you know, circling around your bio ball. That's pretty annoying. Bio ball's basically just your ball of biologic units. I don't know if that's a word, but, you know, non-machinery. This part's a bit tough. This could really ruin your game. It could really, you know, get rid of your army if you don't handle it right. I'm going to show you how to do this. You want to get all your Marauders and no other units, because it'll mess you up. And as you see, those turrets, they're really useful because you're going to be getting attacked by mutalisks. And my wall's almost done. But you want to get your Marauders to attack these pylons here, so the turrets are useless, so you don't have to worry about the turrets. And I'm just doing some managing on the base, getting my supply depots down, because I hate it when that lady tells me the command center lady tells me, you know, what I have to do and how I have to do it, because I do things as I want to. And yeah, so I think I send this that's the second group where I send them out to go get the artifacts. But this is what you want to do here, because that guy's gonna use the storm. You want to wait for the storm to go away and then send your units in and kill the guardians, and then have them, you know, get right in and blow up the storm guy. I can't remember any names right now. And here's my second group. I make sure I keep my marauders in the front so they can take the damage and my medics can heal them. And you want to track these guys out. That way, the stalkers, you want to track the stalkers out of this area. That way you can deal without having to deal with the turrets. And as you can see, this wall is really helpful. It's keeping them all out of my base. I send some SCVs over there. I use them as, you know, repair units. They'll just go around repairing anything that gets damaged. I continue to manage my base, you know, keep it up to par, and I continue to have everything making new units for when I need them and to build my army. My second army that I used to get that artifact that, you know, that pretty much got ruined, except for my one marauder that got the artifact. I'm basically just gonna leave him there, and that army's pretty much done. I don't really have a use for them anymore, so I'm just gonna keep making units for my main army. I don't know if it's weird to you that I have it on fast motion. I did this in my last video, but you might have just gotten to this, right onto this series walkthrough. I basically have it in fast motion just because I don't see the point in talking for 20 minutes when I can just talk for, you know, 10 and get the same points across. And as you can see my wall really working there, and I can easily just put all of those supply depots right down if I want to get some units out. And I'm basically gonna, you know, send all my new units over there and have a whole new army that I just turtled away. And I come in here and, you know, I ruin them, take them out. And right here, you just want to get all the pylons. Don't really worry about the buildings, because the pylons will let them continue to build more units, which is exactly what you don't want. Because they will continue to build more units, and that's just going to get annoying. And basically, you want to turtle your base away, keep continuing to make, you know, units at your base, and sending them over. I'm still taking down these pylons. There's a couple probes that'll go around and, you know, lay down more pylons. So here I'm taking down the final pylons, and I'm going to take down the nexus, and that way they can't build any more pylons, and it's good, and I don't have to worry. Right here, I just throw all my units at the other units. I don't really see what else you can do, but if you know another way, you can do that. That's just mine. Here, these guys are going to come to life. I basically get all my units pretty close to them, and I just concentrate fire right on the enemy. Snipe them out one by one, and you're good. It's over. And that's pretty much the mission. So, hope I helped. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up or a comment. It's all up to you. I'll see you guys later. But that's the fourth part of my walkthrough. Done. Peace out. Bye.
We got what we came for. Let's hightail it out of here.
I forgot how resourceful you were, Jim. I won't make that mistake twice.